Yo, 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 Boogie! We are back. For those of you who are just now tuning in, welcome back to your favorite late night podcast that we sometimes shoot during the day. I'm Nate Galloway,
I'm Adrian Brandyberg.
and this is Late Night with Nate and Adrian. Shout out to the day ones. Boogie!
God.
How are you feeling? How goes it? We back for another one. Like,
I,
subscribe on your podcast platform.
yeah, we're I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling light, I'm feeling fresh.
Okay.
I'm a little upset cuz I ran out of my good gel for my hair. I generally wash my hair once a week and um ran out my gel. So I had to improvise. And
So what is that process like? The do you just throw a little extra water in there and shake up the bottle to get the extra gel, or what's the improvisation?
improvisation. No, I got some backup gels that
Okay,
I don't really like, but I use it anyway just in case my good gel is not available, which clearly was happening.
is it like
Um,
one of those things because like I know these gels can be quite expensive? It's like I don't want to throw this out because I
yep,
spent money on it. I'm just
that's
gonna keep
exactly
it.
what it is. That
Got
is exactly what it
gotcha.
is. When you don't feel like returning it.
I got a gang of stuff I need to return, but you know what? I'm never gonna go back. Might as
I'm never
well.
going back. And majority of the time when we order stuff, we order online. And
It's very true.
outside of Amazon, I do not want to go through the process of returning stuff. That's why Amazon is number 1 right now. That is honestly why
Because you
Amazon
can
is.
order at the drop of a dime, and they make returns so easy. You're right.
Yeah, they make it so easy. They even say you ain't gotta put a bag in it. You ain't gotta box it up. Just bring that. Just
It's like Kohl's, UPS. They got so you put it just in the box. They got
oh
so
my
many
god.
ways to return stuff now. It's
Yeah,
like
I do not like the whole idea. Oh, okay. I'm sorry you didn't like the product. Here's a UPS label. You got to pay for the shipping. And once it gets back, we can finally decide whether or not we want to give you this
It's
money.
like, no, I hate that. You know what? I feel like with Amazon, there's got to be we know you wore this, but we're not going to question it. We're just going to take it back. Like, there's got to be some, because they know people are wearing shit. Like, look, bro, you bought some golf clubs, you use these on the back nine, and then you return them. Like, there's got to be, I wonder what their shrinkage is like for just return products that are just like, what are we doing here? We should have
I
said no.
Yeah, I feel like they do have. I feel like I heard of like a site or a day where they have like re used, refurbished, returned stuff. Because there has to be a point where they're like, "Yo,
We're
we
doing the
can't,
most.
yeah, we can't wipe this down and resell this. Like this is unsellable. But we can try and see if somebody wants it, and when we know it's been used already. You know what I'm saying?
Cause like, let's be real here. Like, I worked at Macy's in college. I'm sure. Have you worked retail before?
Oh, have I?
So you know yourself. You've done returns where people have worn stuff. I was like, bro,
Yeah.
I could see the dirt stain like on the collar. Like, you was out clubbing, you had a great time last night. We cannot take this. So I'll just be wondering, like, how does Amazon deal with that type of stuff? Like, what do they do? Like, you got, or you know what it is? They're making so much money, they don't
Yeah.
care. That's
They
what it
don't.
is. They're
They
like,
don't.
who cares? Let them return it all.
They found the system. They found a system that works for them. It's overproduction and pretty much take over the whole market because everybody is forced to get on Amazon.
This is
Because
very true.
yeah, because if you're not on Amazon,
You're at
then
Walmart.
my guy.
It's those. It's like I feel like they're fighting with each other. It's just like who's gonna be the cheapest. And
Uh,
sometimes I'm like, damn, y'all even got Walmart beat. Like, god damn.
yeah, it's crazy. But outside of that, I'm Gucci though. I'm feeling good. I'm about to go after we're done recording. I'm gonna go to a young spa.
Okay, the spot. Okay, so what's top three spa treatments? What do you do? What is the boogie spa treatment look like?
So generally what I do is I definitely get a facial
Okay, okay.
and then I decide on what type of massage I want. What type of massage am I feeling for the
Okay, okay.
day?
So what are you
Um
feeling like today? What is your body telling you?
I'm gonna do a lymphatic drainage
Oh,
massage.
okay,
Yeah, because
okay.
I haven't like I've done it myself,
Okay,
and grant I'll take that back because I went to a Korean or Asian. I'm gonna just say Asian because I don't want to
okay.
assume. I'm not gonna assume.
Right. It could be
Uh,
Cambodia.
yeah, I went to a Asian bathhouse, and boy, oh boy, if you've been to a bathhouse, let me just say this, because there are 2 you've been to a bathhouse before, right?
I have.
Okay. So, for those listeners and watchers that have not been to a bathhouse, there are 2 sections to the
Yes.
bathhouse. There are one section well, first of all, when you go in a bathhouse, they separate you through gender, okay?
So mine wasn't like that.
Oh, okay.
Which
This
I
is
was like, this looks sketch.
Oh god. Okay. Okay. So they separate you by gender, the one that I went to, and they have they have a locker room for the male and the females, the women and the men
Right.
and there's an area where you get undressed. You have the option to get undressed or wear the outfit that they provide for you. The get undressed area is where everybody's butt ass naked. Everywhere. Even the
So it's like a
massagers.
gym. What?
Even
The massagers?
okay, so
The
this Asian
masseuses?
so because we're in this particular room, this big ass area where it is warm, it's humid.
Right.
They have these little thin ass. They're covered, but it's just they got like swimsuits on
Okay, okay, okay. Start to
because
sound
it's
real
so
porno-esque here, Boogie. What is you doing?
they got little swimsuits on. They got
Okay,
or bras and panties.
okay.
The whole point is they are hot as hell. It's hot as hell in that area. So they like, fuck, I look like wearing clothes for
Clothes. Why am
right.
I wearing these
I'm not wearing
socks?
clothes, which I respect because
We wearing scrubs.
as soon as you walk into that sauna, it's a big ass sauna. That's really what it is. It's a big ass sauna with different rooms and different areas where you can go in and get a massage. And I got a massage and they scrubbed the shit out of my skin. They were exfoliating to the point where I felt like they are gonna rip
I
the
got nothing
dirt.
left to exfoliate.
Yeah, I was like, I was in my head one time, and I was just like, at one point, should I been like, no more, no more, no more.
Yo, you gotta be. I said, I.
Yo, and I will say this: they do not care if you black, white, purple, or brown. They are going into your hair. They're gonna touch your hair, and you have to make it very known whether or not you want them to touch your hair. Cause I I was like, oh, okay, I'll see if
Down to the
they
scalp,
I'll see what they do. I went with a girlfriend who had braids, and she was like, "Yeah, yeah, 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 yeah.
I'll be playing in my braids
We.
now.
I just got these joints. I just got these joints done. You can't be doing that." But boy, oh boy,
Out
they do
tight.
not care about texture. They don't care about nothing. They are all inclusive. But yeah, there's another section where you put on your outfit and you roam around into different rooms and different areas. You get some
Different
food,
aesthetics.
massages and stuff like that. So yeah, that is a bathhouse that is very unique.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That one definitely sounds like it.
Very very unique bathhouse. I am only going to a regular spa where it is
Ye-
individualized.
I was gonna say you gotta ask fact-finding questions. So okay, so you normally get the facial, then you
Yeah,
figure out what type of massage you're in,
yeah,
what move for that day. So what's
for
the
sure.
third option that you typically go for?
I like to do I like to go. into if there's an option for a bathhouse, they have these rooms where it's either really cold, uh crystals, heat,
Okay.
like I said, sauna with eucalyptus, different essential oils and stuff like that. I'll try to do that, and then they'll actually have like cold water, freezing water, hot water, warm water, like just to shake your body up, and waterfalls that can massage your body as well.
Real
Like I like,
soothing
yeah,
aesthetic.
very soothing aesthetic, very light music and stuff like that. If I'm at a bathhouse, because I'm going to this particular spa, I'm just focusing on uh internally. So
Okay, okay, okay.
drainage, like I said, I'm doing a lymphatic drainage massage, and then my third service is probably food. I like to get a green juice or whatnot,
Okay,
something
okay,
like that.
okay. So is this is that the one with the little cups that they put on the
No,
suction
that's
cup
cupping.
things?
That's actually
Okay,
cupping.
okay, 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 okay.
A lymphatic massage is there are pinpoints in your body where if you massage, it'll it'll release toxins out of your body. It'll
Gotcha.
it'll help make you less bloated, if you will.
Okay, okay, okay. Cool. Nice little luxuriating session. Okay, I
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
nothing crazy.
That's dope. See, I
What was your bathhouse experience?
it was it was so I had the knees are bad. We all know that,
Yeah,
and sometimes I have back pain. So I was like, I am just in like the worst pain.
yeah,
Well, I was looking through where there were like, I was like, see, massage here, massage here, massage
yeah.
here, not knowing that the massages that they're talking about, they're not necessarily talking about like, oh, you got some back problems. Yeah, we can just ease them things right on out.
Okay,
You go in there and it's like it's literally like rush hour. Like when
okay.
he's talking like rush hour 2, he was like, "Ooh, I want this one. I want this one." I was like, "I just want a massage. I just want a massage." And they have to buzz you in, and that door locks, and it had like
Oh yeah.
it was just like really weird ass vibes. And then you seen like dudes walking around with like towels and ladies like, okay, honey, and popping them on the. And I was like, no, I don't want to be here. This is not the type of environment that I want to be in. I just want like a massage in this area right here. So I ended up leaving because I felt like this was one of them places that
Ah,
a sting operation would go down in
ah.
because the owner lady was so secretive and she was like, "What's your?" I'm not gonna do that. I'm not doing no accents. She was like,
But you were trying, don't
"Yeah, not doing it,
yo, chill, chill.
not doing it." And she was just like, "What's your number?"
I do not like you right now. The fact that you was getting your voice prepped and ready. What? What?
Oh, she was like, "What's your number?"
Yeah,
Like, "What's your number?" And
yeah.
I was like, "Huh?" And she was just putting you through a series of questions like, who was your referral? Who sent you? And I was like, oh, I'm picking up like this is one of them type of places. And I was like, I don't know. No, 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 no. No, thank you. I'm leaving because I know I'm like y'all 5 seconds from kicking the doors in and it's about to
Okay.
be one of those things. So I was like, no. So I went and I left and went up the street to an actual real place that had like therapy massage. And I went
Yeah.
in there and they had on like actual what are the things
Robes,
no, they had on
uniforms,
no, what
scrubs.
is it? Scrubs. I couldn't lost my train of thought. They had on
Yeah.
scrubs, and I was like, okay, this seems like a legit massage parlor. But then I have had like massages at spas, like at
Yeah.
resorts and things,
Yeah.
and I gotta say they're very inclusive in some areas, but not in all because
Yeah.
them robes don't necessarily fit like chubbier people.
Real bodies.
As well as the shoes too. Like if you have a size 12 foot, your feet are gonna be hanging off them little weird sandals that they give you. I'm like,
Yeah.
why don't y'all just have, like small, medium, and large or extra large? It's just medium,
They
you
got
know.
all one size.
And then, when you go to some of those spas and they're like, put on like those mesh
Yeah,
drawers or whatever.
yeah.
There's never mesh drawers for people who are like my size. So I just don't fit all the way in there. And I'm just like, yeah, it's just like, yeah, like I might as well just be naked. There's no point. There's no point.
Man,
But I do enjoy it though.
I've never been to, a massage. I've never had a massage where they asked me to put on a mesh drawers. It's either you can keep your underwear on or you can take them underwears off. That's it.
Nah, I was in Mexico. They was like, "Yeah, we provide these," and I was just like, "Do you provide a bigger size?" Like, I need like realistically, I could have put like one leg in one, and then they put one leg in this other one, and try to
Stop it.
because it just didn't work. I was like, "It's not
Thicky
gonna work."
Nate. Thickness Nate.
And you know what? When I came out, I got on the table. I could tell there was laughter. I was like, "Cause I'm laughing at myself. So if I'm laughing at me, I know you also are laughing at me
Wait,
while you were having."
you ain't had no towel on? You just had them
No, I had
weird
a towel, but I still
oh.
had the little manties on. And when they rubbing, and when you got to get up and move and turn, and they like, oh,
You said manties.
we really made bruh squeeze into these. So, but I do enjoy the spa though. Everyone should go have a nice little treatment. It is fun.
Absolutely.
I want to do one of those mud ones, where you just get in there and you fully.
Yeah, I haven't
I
done
want
that
to do
before.
that.
I haven't done that before. I'm interested in doing that. I did I enjoy taking care. This is self-care. I enjoy these moments of just like, what can I spend my money on to
You
see.
supposed to.
Yeah,
I mean, we're at that point now. It's like, okay, you were through your 20s sometimes. You might not have been drinking enough water as you should have been. You
yeah,
was out here in the sun, not taking care of yourself. Now you're in the 30s. You're like, oh, I'm getting my, 8 to 12 glasses a day.
yeah,
I'm making sure I'm moisturizing. I'm getting my
yeah.
facial. So this is like, we're seeing the beautification. We're seeing, like, you
Mhm,
go back to homecomings and your stuff and it's like, oh, you take care of your skin. Then you're
mhm,
seeing the people who's like, you've really had a rough couple of years. Like you might
mhm.
want to get on a moisturization schedule or something.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
nothing wrong with taking care of yourself. You got to do it.
Nothing at all. Nothing at all whatsoever.
You got to do it. Bugs, I have been on the quest this week.
Okay.
On the
Oh,
peaceful journey still.
yeah. I'm sorry I didn't check in with you. My bad. I felt like I did.
It's okay. I know how the show rolls. I was gonna tell you anyways, but I
Yeah,
appreciate you. We're on the quest of just being peaceful.
yeah,
So I told you guys how I was starting to go back and look at some of the old TV shows of
yeah,
our younger years. So I
yeah.
am knee deep in New York Undercover.
Oh
I
god.
just say acting is terrible. The
Oh god.
acting is the 90s.
It's hard. It's very hard. It's hard.
It's so difficult, but I'm not gonna lie, I am enjoying it. Because it's like every musical artist ever has been on this show. I'm like, who did they not have on here? It's Biggie, it's Teddy Pendergrass. They done had every group that you could think of in Vogue. Mary J. Blige has been on here. They're even putting in Brandy and Monica
Oh yeah.
throughout the episode. Someone gets shot, and then you start hearing Brandy. It's one of those days. I'm like,
Oh god.
y'all are really picking the wrong times to use some of these songs, but it has been
Yeah.
great to look back. I've been enjoying that. I've also been buying dumb shit on Amazon.
Nothing wrong with that.
So just to go through some of the dumb things that I've recently bought. I bought like a watch kit. To take the back of your watch off so you can like look at it and say, oh, what kind of battery do I need?
Yeah.
All these things because I'm like, you know what, Nate, you got all these watches here, but you can't. I can only wear like one or two of them because the battery's still going in those. And one of them, you just have to shake it and just, wind it up and you're good to go. So
Yeah.
I'm primarily will wear that one. But I was like, you know what? Where's some of these other ones? Go out here and figure out what battery you need.
Okay.
So I'm like, all right, I'm over here unscrewing the back of these watches. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know how to read the back of these batteries. I'm like, this is why. Because they make the writing so small on
Small.
there. I was like,
Yeah.
that's why they had them big magnifying glasses when you go to the jewelry stores. And I was like, I
Yeah.
get it. One of my watches, I was like, I'm just gonna see if I can open this thing up. I I cannot even get the battery casing off. I have
Mm.
to send it back to the jewelry store. so they can do it. And I'm like, y'all do this shit on purpose to keep us non-watchmakers from skipping the middleman to get what we need. I was like, y'all do this shit on purpose. So I was like, you know what? This was God's way of telling me, stop buying pointless stuff on Amazon. Just stop doing it. Stop doing it. Stop doing it.
It
I
also
also
yeah, go
go
ahead.
ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say it also is a reminder. Like we need repairers. We need
Literally.
yeah, we need those what is those called? Those globbers.
Clockmakers.
Yeah,
What?
the shoe repairs. I can
Oh
never
yeah, those
say it.
people, cobblers
Yeah,
or
cobblers.
whatever.
I was about to say gobstoppers. Like, look at me. Look at this.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Right. No, I'm just saying, like, these are trades, that we need still to this
Yes,
day.
we need these
Seamstress.
people.
Yeah. I like if I wish I would have taken more of an interest in, sewing, because I would be
Man.
balling right now. Okay?
Let me knit up a design or something real quick. Let me get
Man.
out the man. But it's just
Yeah.
like I was just like, okay, I get it. And you're right. We do need all of those people.
Absolutely.
Update,
Yeah.
because I told you I was gonna listen to Victoria Monet or
Oh, okay.
whatever.
Okay,
So I
yeah.
I I realized it and I was like, I know her. And I
Yep.
did. What's that song? And my
On my
mom,
mama.
on my mama. That song.
On
I
my
was like,
mama. On my hood. I look fly. I
I
look
look
good.
good. Yeah, I knew it. I was
Yeah.
like, okay, I
Yeah.
know her. So I kind of stopped at that song because I was like, I know who this is. So I was like, all right. But
Okay.
I was like,
You was like, yeah, I know who she. All right, I'm done.
yeah, yeah. I was like, I get it. I was like, I
Okay,
know. I get the appeal. I was like,
that's
she's
fair.
dope. So
That's
I,
dope.
I want to do my due diligence though. Once I heard the song, I was like, yes, I'm
Yes.
hooked. I'll eventually listen to some
Yeah.
more.
All right. Think we appreciate the update for sure.
Yeah, but that's pretty much how it has been. It has been it's been pretty chill. It's been so chill that I don't even have a grinding of the gears. That's how chill it's been. You know,
I'm proud of you, man.
I'm trying. Let's see how long this can go because you don't ever
Proud of you,
have
man.
any. So I'm trying to
Cause
see
it's
if I
not worth
can.
it. You just be. I got something to come up with. I gotta Nate rage.
That is, you know what? This is what I also said. I also said, don't be in the comments. I said 30 days of just no commenting. Just don't even be going through the comments. I was like, because sometimes the comments are very funny. I'd be like, you guys are hilarious. But then
God,
sometimes I'm like, you guys are so stupid and you irritate me. And I'm just like, you know what, bro? Like what Boogie said, no more raging Nate. Let's not do it. So I'm staying out the comments. I'm staying up out them comments.
that's what's up.
But Boogie,
Yes,
you know
sir.
what time it is. It's time to tip the hat. For those of you who are new to the pod, this is a segment that we like to tip the hat to people who are doing dope things.
I'm tipping my hat.
Who are you tipping to, Boogie?
I'm tipping my hat to Keith Lee. We're gonna talk about Keith Lee. We're gonna rate him 1 through 10. I got it. Let's get it, and let's rate it one through
That's
ten.
the
All right.
official I have money hand stance, hand
Yes.
movements, whatever you want to call it. That's
Yes.
the I've got money and I've got an opinion and I'm going to tell you.
Yes, exactly. Shout out to Keith Lee. For those that are not on TikTok or on the
Or Planet
socials,
Earth.
yeah, or on the socials, Keith Lee and his family visited Atlanta a couple weeks ago. And Atlanta owners are in a tizzy, okay? They are in a frenzy.
Quite frazzled.
And dare I say, Keith Lee is a regular person. He has
Mhm.
voiced and expressed this for a long time. He has done MMA for the last 10 years where he has to cut weight and add weight for all this time. So food is very important to him. So as a regular person, he decided to go on TikTok and just start sharing how he feels about his food. It is very objective, it is very unbiased, and it's just his opinion. And guess what? A lot of people, and his focus was small businesses,
Mhm.
small owned businesses. And so Obviously, he gained traction. He has millions of followers. And guess what? He has changed a number of businesses because of his honest opinions and about service and food. He went to Atlanta a couple weeks ago, and guess what? He gave his honest opinion about service and food with Atlanta, which a lot of people, including myself, agrees with.
Yep. I also agree with that too.
When we went to Atlanta
Man.
down there, it was a struggle bus for me to get reservations, for me to get takeout. You can't get takeout anywhere. For me to for me to have good service. And he went to a number of places that I visited as well, and I was like, you don't say.
Man.
I just want to shout him out because I want him to continue to do what he's doing because he is helping a lot of businesses.
He
And it,
really is.
dare I say, it says a lot. It says a lot about Atlanta food industry scene when a great experience that he's had as far as customer service was from a Jamaican spot. Just want to put that out there. It says a lot. It says a lot. It says a lot. It says a lot.
When a Jamaican spot is number one for customer service, man, oh man,
That,
you know that you are
me,
terrible
me don't got that in the on the menu. We don't have that on the menu. What you want?
when they are beating you when it comes to customer service. You
Ah,
are at the bottom of you at the bottom of the totem pole. Your
I don't.
customer service is non-existent when
I
Jamaican restaurants are
yeah.
beating you.
I think just real quick, Atlanta has an issue with their service. With service
Yeah,
and food,
not
they
just in the
don't
food
know.
industry, but yeah.
Yeah, Atlanta is not a real place if you haven't figured that out at all. It is not a real place. I just want better for us because there's a lot of black businesses
Shit,
down there,
man.
and they are steadfast in what their thoughts are going to be. And guess what? You're going to lose a lot of business. Continue on with that method. Just want to put that out there. So shout out to Keith Lee.
Definitely shout out to Keith. Just real quick. The thing that about that the Keith Lee thing is, I don't know, man. It was just like before he even got there,
Yep.
people were saying these things about those restaurants,
Yep.
and it's almost as if the owners there. Oh, we don't care about what the locals think. We
Yep.
don't care about even people who are tourists who come in here and seeing this stuff. We
Yep.
don't care. We only care about the money. And
Yep.
then when someone that y'all have actively been wanting to come, y'all have been inviting and asking to come, when he comes and he gives the exact same opinions
Yep.
that these so-called regular people are saying, and you guys don't want to hear it.
Yep.
You're so upset. You wanted to be like, "Who's Keith Lee?" Or it's like, "Come on, bro. You know who he is. Like,
Stop
stop
it.
playing.
Stop it.
Like, cut it out. Like, y'all are just corny." It's like I can almost equate it to certain musical artists who put out albums and they get mad when people are like, "I'm not feeling it." They're entitled to give you that criticism
Yep.
and miss me with the whole we shouldn't say things bad about black businesses. We shouldn't say these because they're ours. That just means that y'all are okay with getting terrible service. He's not out here disparaging them in any ways. He's just holding you accountable
That's
the
it.
same way y'all like to go out here and hold other businesses accountable. Like, come on now.
That's
And the
it.
whole notion of who are you? Who elevated you to be a food critic? Y'all did when y'all decided to follow his page and continue to take his viewpoints of as is that of a food critic.
Not
When
that difficult.
he literally said these are my opinions and my views, y'all put that tag on him and said, "Oh, he likes it, so I'm gonna go try it."
Yep.
And just so happens y'all have some of the same experiences. Like, come on, man.
That's it. I just love how authentic he is, and he said, "I'm not about to be a fraud and say give good reviews just to give good reviews." Because when people actually spend their hard-earned money or wait in line for hours on end to get this food, and they try it after you faking a review, that's that looks bad on his word, on what he
Exactly.
said. So let this man live his life. be a regular person. That's all he wants to do. He want to be a regular person, take care of his family, and eat some food. That's it.
Just
Let him
heed the
live.
criticism and do better. That's all it
That's
is.
it.
When people say, "Hey, Nate, I didn't like what you said on the podcast," when there's certain things, yo, the sound's off. This needs to be worked up. Okay, I appreciate you telling us this. We take those suggestions. We take all criticisms,
And we
and
throw it
you
out the
elevate.
window. No, I'm just kidding.
We throw it in the trash, and then
I'm
we
just
just
kidding.
figure out what we're
I'm
gonna
just
do
kidding.
with it.
Kidding.
You know, it's the same concept. Like,
It
come on,
really is.
y'all.
It really is. So
But keep doing
shout
what
out
you're
to
doing,
him.
Keith. Keep doing
Facts.
what you're doing, because
Facts.
don't let don't let what happened in Atlanta stop you from doing what you've been destined to do, which is out here helping to change people's lives. Don't let that happen. I
Man.
do think it's funny though that he's went to Detroit, he's went to LA, he's went to Chicago. Not an issue. Not a single issue. Gets to Atlanta, all hell breaks loose.
I mean, outside of the whole chicken debacle in Chicago, your man's was good.
I think his rating was right with the chicken
I
there.
thought so too.
Y'all can go back and watch the video. Boogie is a native Chicagoan. I lived there for 12 years. I think his rating for Chicago's chicken was right.
I was like, I'm I'm very surprised that he actually went to certain places, and I was like,
Yeah.
damn. Because when he went to Sharks,
Where'd you find the sharks at? That's what
I
I
was
was
like, yeah,
exactly.
because he had to travel.
You had to drive for that one.
He had to go in them jaunts,
Yeah. I
as
was like,
as they say out
they
here.
sent you to the boonies, bro. I was
Yeah,
like, because
but
most, let's be
yeah.
real, most sharks are not in favorable locations.
The best areas, but dare I say, every time I visit my fam out on the south side or I visit friends on the west side, your girl is going to
Yeah,
Sharks.
yeah, yeah. You're not stopping home. Oh, obviously you're gonna hit up Harold's. Everyone knows
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
You're
yeah,
you're
yeah.
gonna do it just for
Of
the
course, of course, of course.
nostalgia of
Yeah,
being there.
yeah, yeah.
But if there's a Sharks that's there, you're gonna hit that Shark
I'm
before you
getting me a
leave.
fish plate. Like,
You're
stop
going
playing
to
with me.
I'm getting the 3 wing combo and go ahead and throw
Facts.
2 pieces of fish in there for you, boy. A little
Stop
light
it.
lemon pepper
Right.
and throw that little mild sauce on there.
Stop playing
That's
with
what
them.
we doing.
And so I again I commend Keith
Yes,
Lee
definitely.
for honestly just taking a stance and being himself, because it's hard to really stand on your on 10
On your
toes down,
scruples.
right, while hearing all of this criticism. Like, you're hearing from a lot of people that quote unquote don't know who Keith Lee is. Oh God.
It's just that
Yeah.
notion of like, well, a lot of people put their hard-earned money, their life savings into this.
So do better.
Why are you putting your life savings into something that you're gonna put out like mediocre products? Like, if
Ah,
I'm putting my life savings into this, knowing that this is all I have, I want this to be the best product ever.
facts. Did he come to Philly? I'm just curious. Did
I'm
he?
not. I'm not sure. I'm
'Cause
not
boy,
certain.
oh boy,
Cheesesteak, cheesesteak, cheesesteak.
he got a lot of his, okay. Anyway, but
It's
who's your
yeah.
yeah,
One last thing. One last
go
thing
ahead.
on this. For
Yeah.
the people who are doing the death threats, I just want you
Woo
to
wee.
run up on this man, because this,
Trying.
like, for those of you who are like, I don't know who Keith Lee is. You clearly don't know this man is an MMA fighter. So
That boy know. Yeah.
it's one thing to get a bad review, but it's also another thing to get a bad review and to get your ass whooped. Like, come
Facts.
on now.
He'll Muay Thai your ass to the ground.
Need some seasoning. Bow, bow. Like, come on, bro.
He'll
Like,
jujitsu your ass to the ground. Okay,
like, leave it alone.
man. Who you
Oh
got for your
man.
tipping?
I am tipping my hat to the Texas Rangers. They ended up
Okay.
winning their first World
Nice,
Series.
nice, nice.
They won in such convincing fashion. I didn't even know the World Series was on. I
Yeah,
was like, "Oh,
yeah,
baseball!
yeah,
Like, it's still baseball season."
yeah,
Which is no knock to them, because I mean it takes a lot to win the World Series. It's just a little boring, just a
yeah.
little boring for your boy. If the Tigers ain't playing, I'm not really tuning in. But
Ah,
kudos to them for winning their first World Series. Shout out to them.
shout out to them for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
baseball be baseballing. I'm glad it's over. It
The
was quick
Lions
and easy.
won. The Lions won Monday Night Football, but baseball, yeah. Baseball don't
Ah,
get no love. If I feel like if your team ain't playing, it's just like, all right, yeah, baseball.
I will say baseball is the number one sporting event that I will have a good old time
Oh yeah, it's
and
fun.
not pay attention to whatever's going on. I'm like, did we win? Ah,
If you want to have a great time and not pay attention to a game, go to a Cubs game.
yeah,
Go to
yeah,
Wrigley. You will
yeah,
have the time. You will eat good. You'll
yeah.
drink good. You will
You will
party
really
with
eat good.
people. You
Keith
really
Lee.
will.
No, I'm just
Yeah.
saying. Keith Lee approved. No, I'm just kidding.
You really will. But it's just like, yeah, baseball. Now, if I go to a basketball game, I am into it. It don't
Yeah,
even matter who's playing. I'm because
yeah,
it's gonna be
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Baseball is just like, when's Ken
Ah,
Griffey coming? Oh, he retired. All right, you
ah.
know.
Well, what y'all doing? Right.
It's like, oh well. Anyways, we
Yep.
gotta pay some bills. We'll be right back with what you can or can't use.
Yep.
Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm just over here polishing up my black watch. A lot of y'all know I'm an avid collector of watches. I got at least 9 of them things in my collection, and the one that I get the most compliments on has got to be my black watch. I gotta tell y'all, black watches, they have really put a lot of time and detail into their product. I gotta tell you, from the watch face all the way down to the band made of genuine leather. I know it's genuine, but I like seeing genuine. They really have outdone themselves. So fellas, ladies, if you're looking to upgrade your watch style, definitely check out the good folks over there at Black Watches. They black owned. You know you want to support a black owned watch company. And because, they rocking with the podcast, they, hooked you guys up with a promo code. That's right, a promo code. They'll give you 20% off of your order when you head over to blackwatches.com. That's right, blackwatches.com. BLAK watches.com. And make sure you use that promo code late night WNA. Come on, support the Black Watches. Now back to the podcast. All right, first up, we're doing you can or can't use. We are calling this Oxtail Gate.
Whoa.
2 men were arrested on Wednesday after stolen packages of oxtails and other meats were found during a traffic stop.
Freedom.
It says there were also packages of shrimp and steak that was found in the car, according to pictures posted by Constable Mark Herman with the Harris County Constable Precinct 4. The traffic stop happened on Highway 290 Northway East near Hampstead. Deputy said the meat was stolen from local stores. It was quite a few packages here, Boogie. I'm looking through these photos. They got like 2 bags of shrimp. They got a couple tomahawks. Looks like they got some stewed meat, oxtails. It's like 2 briskets over here. I don't like the fact they got the meat just like strolled out all on top of the hood like drugs and stuff. Like what are we doing here? Like, first of all, I think free them. Thanksgiving is
Right.
coming up. A lot of households, they be doing the oxtails. Jamaican households be doing that. A lot of Mexican households, they be using the oxtails,
Yeah.
and they got brisket. They was
Yep.
about to, serve up some nice little Texas style brisket for the holidays. Like, personally, I don't think if it's just a traffic stop, if I'm just speeding or whatever, if I maybe was weaving through the lanes or whatever, give me my ticket and let me go home. You don't have a right to search my car without a warrant. That's just me. What says you, Attorney Boogie? What says you? How you feeling
Well,
about this?
well, in the case of oxtail and traffic stop, how did they even know it was stolen? First off, I wouldn't have.
I'm
I would
asking
have
that same
been.
question.
Yeah, I would have been like, "Hey, my man, this ain't none of your business. I got this from. I bought this. This is for a large party that I'm getting ready for. Get out of my business. If this is a
Exactly.
traffic stop, this is a traffic stop." I think a lot of people forget you can just shut your mouth and not disclose XYZ what's going on. Give me my ticket. Give me my little violation and keep it moving. Like these people, these brothers was just doing Robin Hood Good work. That's it.
Like, what if I went to like multiple stores? Like, and
Yeah,
who keeps their receipt? Most time when you buy, you're not keeping your receipt when you buy
not at
meat
all.
like this.
Not at
So
all.
what if I went to multiple stores? Why is it not in the bags? Because I went to like Sam's. They don't have bags. You got the
Yep.
little cardboards you got to put all your
Just
stuff
gotta
in.
be quick on your feet.
You
But
know,
they shoulda chilled it. I'm not gonna lie. There should be some ice. They gotta be something in there.
maybe it was like short trips. It was like, we on our way to the house.
Uh,
You're gonna put it in
true,
the freezer, put it in the
true
fridge.
that.
We about to have a barbecue. They were on their way to the barbecue right now.
Right.
They was about to have like a great shindig, and they ruined it. Look at this dude. Look at the dude. Look at Buddy right here. Like, he
Oh,
looks
damn.
like he's gonna tell. He looks like he's gonna tell. He looks so sad. He's like, "Hey man, we were literally getting stuff for the barbecue, and now you got Buddy jammed up in the back seat over these oxtails." I'm not gonna lie, oxtails are quite expensive. I myself have been like, you know what? I wouldn't mind, going through the U scan and like scanning like some apples and just sliding the oxtails on in there. But I'm not really trying to go to jail for no oxtails. That's just not how I'm set up here. I'm not built that way.
Not a gotta be honest, I don't think I've tried oxtail. Don't want to,
They're delicious,
I'm
Boogie.
sure they are. What part of the
Listen,
cow is the oxtail?
that would be the tail.
Whoa.
It is the oxtail. Like, it is their tail.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass
And
on that one, but y'all dip in that. Y'all do
It's
that.
it's actually it's boogie. It's quite tasty.
Again.
You got to sear it, put a little red wine in there. It honestly it tastes like a roast beef. That's
Oh,
kind of it's like a braised beef,
got you.
but you got to keep it for a while though.
As a non-meat eater, let these people cook and let these people get they. Why are police so focused on these non-essential
Exactly.
issues? We have too much going on in this world for you to be like, yeah, I got to take you in my man's for some oxtail that clearly you didn't purchase.
This is how I know I'd be a lazy cop, because I would be like, "Yo, I gotta give you this ticket, and I'm gonna let you go.
Yep.
But I'm also gonna turn this body cam off and let me get like 3 packs of these oxtails off you. Because oxtails is like $13 a pound. So
Damn.
because I'm letting you go, I need like 3 of these off you, my guy. Like, I ain't asking where you got them from. And also, let me get your phone number. So the next time you do go on a meat run,
Ugh.
let me get on some, and I ain't gonna have to pull you over. I'm gonna just be like, "Oh, you got my order? Cool. We could just write this all. No, what ticket? That's how that would be. What ticket?"
Yeah, I need them to make bonds so they can go ahead and continue on doing what they do.
At this point, though, like, okay, let's just say they allegedly, let's say they did steal these, because oxtails are so expensive, and the amount of stuff that they were able to grab. If you were able to get away with this amount, you're good. To me, if you
That's
got out
impressive.
and didn't get caught, you you should be able to go out and enjoy yourself, knowing that we're not gonna catch you. Like, you got away, you got one. We will take this L. That's how that should be. Chalk it up to the charge of the game. Like, this is just crazy to me.
Ah, man, good. Free these people. Free these
Free them,
men. Free these
free
men.
them. It's Jamaicans everywhere. Like, what you mean? What go on? You got arrested for what? That was terrible. One of these days, I'm gonna get the accent right.
But respect for trying it. Respect for trying it.
Man, we got more bills to pay. We'll be right back for topic number
This
two.
guy right here. Hey y'all, we're going to take a quick pause from this episode to tell you about our next sponsor, Rose Vogue Styling. Let Rose Vogue Styling help you change the way you see yourself. Their mission is to empower you to build your confidence and look fly while doing it. They offer personal styling, shopping, and closet auditing. They need to come to my closet because it's a hot ass mess, okay? They also have an online boutique store full of pieces that will give your outfit life and have you looking right. Pieces like earrings, that's what I have on now, here, right here, necklaces, purses, rings, just to name a few, okay? Right now, our subscribers, our listeners, our watchers, you can get 20% off when you use the code late night, okay? LATENITE. Going over to their IG, it's Rosevogue Styling at Rosevogue Styling. Easy. Everybody knows that, okay? Let Rosevogue Styling style you for your next event or simply just help you enhance the pieces that you already have in your closet. Wow. Style is a choice. Upgrade yours with Rosevogue Styling. Again, you can get 20% off if you use our code late night, okay? LATENITE. Support a black business, okay? Support us. When you support them, you're supporting us, okay? Now let's get back to the show.
All right, topic number two. DoorDash is saying you brokies better start tipping or it's going to take longer
Oh,
for your
God.
order to be delivered. They're saying in the app now, it says orders with no tip may take longer to get delivered. Are you sure you want to continue? Dashers can pick and choose which orders they want to do. Orders that take longer to be accepted by Dashers tend to result in slower delivery. Add tip or continue without. What says you, Boogie? How you feel about DoorDash letting people know that if they don't tip, it might take longer to get their food?
That's crazy. What happened to tipping at after you get your stuff? Like you got to check, make sure your stuff is there, is right, is given, is delivered correctly,
Right.
about the service, about the delivery service as well. Like you're not about to get a pre-tip for me. I like to tip after. That's what I do. I know they have an option with like DoorDash and a lot of other food services, traveling services, they delivery services, I should say. They have would you like to tip before? Man, we are already paying for expedited fast delivery as it is, 199, 299 as well. Now you want to add on this little caveat, just say you don't want to pay your delivery drivers. Just say that. Just say that.
That that's kind of what it sounded like. That's kind of what it's sounding like. I am okay. So obviously I always I've never gotten this alert because I always tip. I've never gotten even to that point where they're like, "No, do you what?" So I've never gotten to that screen.
Yeah.
I think my tip is always preset to the middle section. What is that like 15, whatever the
Yeah.
middle one is.
Same.
And then I'll be like, huh, what's the final order? Okay, I'll go up to 20. I always do that. I've not
Right.
gone down to the 10.
Right.
I think when and obviously I know that's why people pick up the order so fast because there even be people, oh, thank you so much. So I'm like, you took pride and you took care because you saw how much that tip was going to be.
Mhm.
I feel like I don't like that you're twisting people's arm into it by saying that.
Mhm.
I feel like your order, because again, you're paying for the service of DoorDash, Uber
Mhm.
Eats,
Mhm.
Postmates, all these things that are technically supposed to be fast, supposed to get to you quicker. If
Mhm.
that's what you've built into your service as to why it's costing me so much, it should get here fast anyways. Tipping you should not be an indicator of how fast my stuff gets here. It should not be an indicator of because I
Yeah.
didn't tip, my food's gonna sit here. It should be like, no, I paid for your service. It got here faster than what you said. Because
Yeah.
sometimes they be lying, sometimes it does get there faster. Then I get it because you got here better. You didn't spill my stuff. You didn't eat my fries. Sure, I'll give you some. I think that's lame. I think is wrong that you're twisting people's arm like that. I'm not opposed to. I kind of wish it was something like this. Like this person has tipped, but you won't see what the tip is until your order is complete. I kind of like
Mm.
that because I get the people who are like, I like to tip after. I feel like that's kind of what it should be. Like this person has tipped, but you don't see it until after. Or we
Mhm.
should make it to where if I give you a tip up front to get my order and then this is shitty, I should be able to go back and adjust that tip. Like this
Yeah.
order
Agreed.
is not completely completed until I write in something. Now, I'm not saying stiff people, 'cause I know people were doing that when they were like what was the grocery service when they were changing their tip after people dropped off their groceries. So I
Oh,
don't think you should it should be where you can stiff the driver, but it should be like, okay, if I put in a $10 tip and I want to go back and adjust it, I can't go below 5. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like you're still getting something
parameters.
to incentivize you, but not in that sense to where because this ain't it,
Yeah, this is why
you know.
this is wild to me, because you are now putting the onus on the customer,
This is
and
very true.
DoorDash is not being liable at all when this is their service. My guy, you should be tipping and paying on top of, like, you where are the incentives, like, after so many deliveries, you get a boost, this, you get, whatever have you. I know people are all hurting right now. Again, this is still we're still in a recession, but people ain't got it.
This is one of those things where you really have to decide on, and I've kind of started doing this more now. Like if I want to get, I'm just gonna go out and get it
Yep.
because having to tip you and then having
Pay
to
for the delivery
pay for the
service fee.
delivery fees. Not only that, when they mess up, I ordered DoorDash last night, right? Order went through. I'm like, all right, cool. I got a nice little 15 minutes. I could chill, roll up a little J or something, do what I want to do. Then I
Yeah.
get an alert. We canceled your order because we don't have but like you took the money though. And yes, you gave me the money back and it's a credit, but now I have to go through this process of ordering something that I didn't necessarily want because I wanted it from this restaurant right here. When I could just go to the restaurant and I guarantee you're probably gonna have what I want if I go face to face. Like, there's so many issues with these services now. It's like it's almost cheaper to just go yourself. I mean, it
Yep.
is cheaper. It is, you know.
Yeah, it is cheaper.
But it starts at the top though. This is a DoorDash thing. You are responsible to tip out your employees. And I understand that they are independent contractors, but that's still on you. If you just paid them more, then it wouldn't necessarily have to be I have to rely on tips. Just pay these people more.
Yep.
You got it. Because everyone is clearly using your service. You got it.
This is how the rich get richer. That's
But
what it
also
is.
though, this is very shitty for the people who tip in cash as well. Like now they're at a bind because a lot of people like I give really good tips in cash. So it's like, what am I supposed to do now?
Yeah,
Like, you know,
yeah, yeah,
it's a
yeah.
shitty situation altogether. It's like, come on, DoorDash, like stop doing this to people.
I think what's gonna happen is something's gonna happen where those robots that be delivering pizzas and items and stuff, that's what's gonna happen.
And honestly, you know what? That might be the best thing. I don't want to put anyone out of a job, but I don't also have to worry about a robot cussing me out because I didn't tip enough. Because there's
Yeah.
been people who've been like, "Yo, I gave you 20%." People have been like, "That ain't enough," and I'm like, "Bro, like, what are y'all doing?"
That's not my business. Go fight with whatever the delivery service you rolling with.
It's been people who have taken people's items back because they haven't tipped enough, and I was like, "Bro, I paid for my stuff. Give me my stuff. I'm going to take it back to the store." I'm like, that's not how this works.
That's not how it
like,
works at all. No.
like, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. DoorDash is causing so much stress amongst people. Even the riders are even the dashers are so frazzled. I seen one dude one day. He's looking, I was like, I seen him out the garage. So I was like, let me
Yeah.
go because you look lost. He looked so amazed that I actually came out to get my food. I was like, so people really be sending y'all through the loops, and this is why they be getting irritated with y'all, leaving
Yeah.
y'all stuff anywhere. Go help them. You know your neighborhood, they don't.
Uh
Boogie, it's time to get to y'all niggas is tripping. Which honestly, we could have set that up for DoorDash. The way they
really,
been out here
truly.
acting,
Yeah.
man. Who you got this week, Bugs?
My yo niggas is tripping has got to go to the people who decided that it was a good idea to have Flavor Flav sing the national anthem at the Milwaukee Bucks game. Now, I'm not giving you niggas is tripping to Flavor Flav because Flavor Flav, damn, Flavor Flav. I'm out here struggling. Flavor Flav is doing his job. This man said, "You hiring me?
I'm gonna
I
do it.
I'ma do it." But y'all can't y'all can't dish and talk trash at Flav because he is doing his job and he stood on his ground and was like, "Yo, I don't care what y'all say. I know what I can do and I did what I did." So respect to Flav, but come on y'all. Come on y'all. The NBA Milwaukee it was definitely the Milwaukee office that was like, "Who y'all want to sing for the Bucks?" I don't know. Let's get a list of artists and see what we can grab for that. Oh, Flavor Flav is available. Yeah, let's get him. Yeah, let's go ahead and hire him. Let's get him to sing. Come on, y'all. Y'all could have did better than that.
They
Y'all could have
had
did better.
list of all of the great artists that came from Milwaukee, and they was like, "We don't want none of them." Flavor Flav, Flavor Flav is the one. That's what they said. It was, and honestly though, I thought he was gonna rap. When I saw it, I was like, "He's rapping the national." I really thought he was gonna rap it. And I'm gonna be real, I thought it was gonna be way worse. He for this to be Flavor Flav,
Yeah.
this was I really did. I was like, okay, he
Like
actually
I
did
said,
very well for this to
yeah,
be Flavor Flav.
he did.
Like,
He made it a point to really take it seriously. You could tell.
yeah, like, and let's be real. And there's been far worse people. He's definitely not the worst.
Oh, yeah,
Fergie, Carl Lewis. It's been some people who should not have been out there. What
yeah,
was your what was what? Let me get it out. There have been people
right.
who have been like, what was their favorite part? So, what was your favorite part? The beginning, middle, or the end? What was your favorite part of Flav's national anthem?
Just the whole part. The fact that he confidently stood there and was like, "Yeah, this is what I'm gonna give y'all. This is
I
it."
gotta say, my favorite part was the ending because I thought it was over, and then he did another run of the bread. He just kept going with it. I was like, yes, this is what we needed. Flav took a page out of Patti LaBelle's book, and he was like, I
Yes.
am going to extend this song for another 2.5 minutes. And I'm
Shout
like,
out to
hey, let's
Flav for
do it.
real, cause like I said, he confidently he did what he needed to do.
I
But
felt like he was
yeah,
surprised when he got that call. I
I
felt like he picked up that call, and it was just like, me? Who? I feel like it was one of those, you want me to do what? Like, I just, I don't know. Someone got fired. Someone definitely got fired. I feel like
or
some
put on a
emails were
pip.
sent.
Yeah, or put on a pip.
Some emails were sent like, yes, we actually have some qualified singers here, because this is just like, but also though, they've had Ja Rule perform at the Milwaukee Bucks games, now Flavor Flav, so maybe this is just what they do.
A rolling joke.
Who's next?
Right. Who you got for your niggas?
um my young niggas trip is going to the staff, the crew, the whole record label for for UCLA. Like just for those of you who don't know, the Colorado players, some of them were robbed during the game when they played UCLA last week,
Some of them,
um,
they always robbed
at
because
the
they
Rose
lost.
Bowl.
No,
Well,
no.
that too. You took a L on the field, and then you took one in the locker room. Um, it's one of those things where obviously this was an inside job,
Yeah,
but the irritation really it's not just the staff that's blamed, not just UCLA, but it's also the fans who are blaming these players. Like,
yeah,
the victim blaming for this was just insane.
yeah.
And it was, that's what happens when you come to LA. Oh, that's what happens when all you do is wear chains. When you're so flashy. Ooh, keep it on the field. Blah, blah,
Oh
blah.
God.
And I was just like, how are you sitting up here blaming these kids when you're not
Right,
out here blaming these thieves?
right.
It's clear that there's a target on every player on this team because people don't like it when people are winning. And you're like, well, they
Mm,
lost a couple games. They still haven't running a winning record. Only won one game last year. They've
mhm,
won four. So they've eclipsed that. So as far as I'm concerned, this is a winning season for them. People
mhm,
don't like Dion because he's flashy. He talks a lot. So, people, I don't like him. You don't
mhm.
like his players the same way. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna steal from these kids. And once we steal from them, we're going to blame them.
Mhm.
Like, come on, man. And this is infuriating because the victim, and not just with this, but when the victim blaming mentality, that shit's got to stop. Because it's crazy. How are we blaming the people who got their stuff stolen? And also for people who are like, well, this is just LA. This happens when you come to LA. So then how come the UCLA players stuff wasn't stolen? How come USC stuff isn't stolen? How come every other school, because there's been like 8 college football games played throughout the season. So how come every other team that has played USC and UCLA at the Rose Bowl, how come none of them have said our players have had things that were stolen? Come on, y'all. This is stupid. I know y'all hate Prime. I know y'all hate his son. I know y'all hate the University of Colorado. I know y'all hate them, but we can't be this dense to where we just okay with taking from these kids, man. Like, come on, you should have had insurance. You could also not steal. You could also not steal. Like,
Not that hard.
come on,
It's
like
not
y'all
that
niggas is
hard.
tripping.
It's not hard, it's not difficult. Like, this is crazy. These are still kids, guys.
You have kids who are like, well, I'm just gonna take my bag on the field now. It's the locker room for a reason, bro. Like, come on.
Yep.
You're supposed to put your stuff in there and it not get stolen. I don't care. And again, for that notion of people who are like, well, it's LA, then how come none of these professional athlete stuff gets stolen when they're in locker rooms, when they play at the Staples Center or when they play at SoFi? How come nothing ever happens to their stuff? Because they definitely walk in with luxury items. No one ever steals their stuff. Like, this is just stupid.
Yeah, it sucks.
So y'all niggas is tripping. So I mean, this is why I'm saying out the comments. This is what I'm saying out the comments. One of my homies, she was like, "It's cause you a Earth sign and you real logical. Y'all Earth signs, y'all really be out here. That's why you be so irritated because you think on a different level. They just not grounded like you." And I'd be like, "Yeah, I am a Taurus. Yeah, you right."
Oh god.
Stop tripping, y'all. Stop tripping. Let's get to this final ad and we'll be right back.
Yep.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? A lot of y'all hit me up like, Nate, you super chill. You super laid back all the time. Brother, you gotta be on something. Well, y'all are right. I'm off them chummies edibles, and y'all know me. Y'all know I'm a smoker. I don't really mess with the eddies like that, because let's be real, a lot of them are hit or miss. There's either no juice or you're feeling like a zombie. The good folks over there at Chummies, well, they out here trying to change the edible game. And I gotta tell you, they got some phenomenal products. They sent me over some of their traditional edibles, and man, them things are hitting. But they don't only got edibles. They got juice. They got your gummies. They got your chocolate bars. Whatever you like, they got it. Y'all, do me a favor. Go over to their Instagram page. It's Chummies_edibles. And get yourself some good stuff. And when you're out there, filling up your cart, make sure you use that promo code 21 Chummy. That's right. They rocking with the podcast, and because they rocking with us, they rocking with y'all. So they're going to take care of y'all by giving y'all 10% off of your first order. So again, use that promo code 21 Chummy to get 10% off your edibles. All right, y'all, let's get back to the podcast.
It's the final topic. It's the final topic.
Boogie! Cup Noodles announced that you'll finally be able to use them in the microwave. Says they are rebranding for microwavable packages. The popular ramen brand announced plans to ditch the styrofoam containers, opting for microwavable paper cups made from recyclable materials. The company is expected to start phasing out styrofoam containers in 2024. It says while cup noodles will continue to have the same satisfying taste and iconic look, we continue to find ways to evolve the brand to support the current needs of our consumers, the environment, and the world, said Michael Price, president and CEO of Nyson Food. The updated packaging and new paper cups marks an important milestone for cup noodles and a key step in their environmental commitment.
Huh? How long has it been
Since what?
since they've had styrofoam cups? What's that? That's about 30, 30,
Um,
40,
yeah,
30,
yeah.
40 years.
Since life, since the infancy
Yeah.
of this company, so quite some time.
And now they just decided that this was the time for them to transition into paper cups. I
You know
wonder if
what's my
go
bad.
ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead. No,
No,
go
I
ahead.
was just gonna say, I wonder if they realized styrofoam didn't stop anybody from putting those cups in the microwave, right?
I was just about to ask you that question. I was just about to say, like, it's been kind of this this interesting debate. Or wait, you couldn't microwave those? Because I feel like a lot of people did not know that. So I'm going to ask you: did you know that you could not put those in the microwave?
I mean, I had an idea, but gotta be
Okay,
honest, I'm not a fan of those cup noodles. Never
you prefer
was.
the package over the cup,
Yeah,
or just no
that's
noodles in general?
no noodles in general, but if I had to eat noodles,
It's a lot of
it was
sodium.
the package. It was
I
the
get you. I
packets.
get you. It's a whole lot of sodium in those.
Yeah, you talking about sodium. Yeah, I'm talking about instant,
See,
instant.
okay, but I feel like there's different levels to it, right? Okay. I feel like a lot of people went with the cup because it was mobile
Yeah,
and it was a little upper echelon because you had like the freeze dried veggies in there.
yeah.
And it costs a little bit more. So you
You
feel like
right.
you could kind of like you could flex on your
You right.
brokenness. It's like we both broke, but I ain't as broke as you.
Right.
I'm mobile and I
I
got
get it.
vegetables.
But yeah, if I was definitely a packet kind of gal when the few times that I did eat
Okay,
ramen
okay, okay. I
noodles,
feel
but
that.
I've tried the cup noodles. I mean, it's decent, but like I said, nobody could care less. People was passing and go. They was throwing all them styrofoams in that microwave, hoping for the best, and reheating them. By the way, did them once or twice.
So I knew they weren't microwavable because, like, on the packaging, I don't know one reads packaging.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah,
But there was that one time when I put it in the microwave and I saw on the cup, and it was like, wait, you can't microwave these. And I saw it there, and it was like, use hot water. But it's like, who's sitting up here heating up a kettle? Who's heating up hot water in a pot? Who's gonna do that? No
yeah,
one is sitting up here doing that when I just
yeah,
got like 30 seconds and boom. Like I'm here. But also, I kind of also knew it wasn't for the microwave because there were some times when if you didn't get your water level ratio right, you would
yep.
burn the inside. And I was like, I don't think this should burn like this.
Nope. Yeah,
And I always felt like it was an accomplishment when I got my noodles out and there was no burn ring. I'm like, success. I did it.
you did it right.
So it's just
I
weird.
Yeah, I see. I'm that weirdo that would actually take a glass cup and just microwave the hot water.
See, Boogie, you were smart. You went to a private school. See, that's what you the private school education.
I
Boogie
didn't go
is
to
like,
no damn private school.
she was like, microwave the glass and then pour it on top.
Right.
You niggas is doing it backwards.
I
Boogie,
don't
you
know.
got all A's.
I've always been that weirdo. I like to read instructions. I like to read directions.
You've been
That
ahead
is
of the
me.
game. She's like, how are you guys getting burn rings in the microwave?
How is this possible? How are you destroying your microwave? Because people were burning the
Man.
glasses. Remember the microwave glass? My brother did it so many times. My mom was like, "You are no longer allowed to use a microwave."
He had to use the microwave without the little plate. It's like just put your shit in there, and if it ain't hot on one side, you just gotta keep turning it
Yep,
over because
you gotta
you
keep
can't
turning.
keep burning my plate. I don't know. It's just like I'm sure someone wrote them several letters like, "Hey, this keeps overflowing in the microwave," and they probably wrote back, "Well, it's because you're not supposed to put them in the microwave." They're like, you know what? Let's put it on the pack. And people still keep like, well, I don't read the pack. So now they're just like, we're just going to tell y'all, we're going to make it microwavable because you guys are dumb.
That's what it is. You got to make things so very simple and easy for folks so they won't sue you if they get hurt
This is
because
very
they don't read or or if they want to keep using your product. So you have to make it very simple.
got to be kid friendly. This has got to be like even a kid could not get hurt with this.
Right.
So let me ask you this question, Boogie. So I know you said you preferred the packaging over the cup. Which brand? Were you a Maruchan person
Whoa.
or you the Nissan? Which one were you going with?
The fact that you know the brands is
Hey
pretty
man,
impressive.
I've been in these noodle streets for quite some time. I know my way around a couple packs in college. That's all I'm gonna say. I had quite a few packs.
See, ramen noodles wasn't my bag in
Okay.
college. What I did was I did fish sticks.
Okay. That's good.
I did a lot of, pork and beans and hot dogs. I did
Beanie Weenies, a good one, good one, good
yeah,
one.
good yeah, I did noodles, but I did spaghetti. I made big ass
Okay,
pots
you
of
was making
spaghetti.
meals.
Yeah, I just because, well, I was lucky enough to have my own apartment, so
Okay, okay.
I was cooking actual food. Granted, it was a
That makes sense.
studio, but I had an oven, I had a stove. You know what I'm saying?
So no Easy Mac is what you were saying.
I did have the Easy Mac cups
Okay,
and the
okay.
little baby personal pizzas that you could throw in to the oven real quick.
Slappers.
Yeah.
So which brand though? Are you the
Right. You still
Maruchan
on that.
gal? Or are you the Neeson? Which
Okay.
one were you going with?
Only reason why I'm gonna say Maruchan is because that is the one that I remember me
Okay.
using, but I'm sure I've used both of them.
So I like your style. I've always been a Maruchan guy myself. So it's Maruchan for the cups and even the
Yeah,
bags. I always felt like the Neeson, because they cost a little bit more.
yeah.
I was like, I
Because they
don't
gave you an extra
know.
packet.
That's why they cost so much more, the extra packet.
I'm guessing.
Okay. I was just, because I never dabbled in the Neeson. So I was just like, I don't know if my palate is refined enough
Uh,
for the Neeson, because throughout, the youth, when I was in the house, it was always like, if we don't have anything in the house, you can always have noodles if you're really down to your last meal. So it was always Maruchan. So I was like, all right, I'm brand loyal, brand loyal.
I feel you.
Never tried Neeson.
Yeah,
Never tried them at all.
my down to nothing meals is peanut butter and
Yep.
peanut bread and something.
I was always told you always got to keep peanut butter and jelly in the house.
Yep,
Got to always keep a can of beans in
yep,
the house. Always keep spaghetti noodles in
yep.
the house. All just in sauce. Obviously, I was always told to keep
That's it.
those staples in case you ever run on hard times. So I was
Yep.
like, okay.
And some easy 1 minute made rice.
Yep, that too. Is you gotta always have some type of rice, some type
Yep,
of grainage, and
yep.
you're good. You will
You
survive.
you will survive and with on condiments and grains, okay?
Man. But y'all have nothing to worry about anymore. Y'all can stop blowing up your microwaves because
Whoa, yeah.
Neeson heard y'all. They was like, we heard y'all's cry in 2024. It'll be here soon enough. But you know what the next problem will be
What?
is, since they're switching to paper cups, I have these cups are going to be hella absorbent. You're gonna put your shit in there, and it's probably it's like the paper straws. It's like you only have like a max of like 5 minutes before this
You better
disintegrates.
eat
Like,
them fast. You
is
gotta eat them all.
probably what's gonna happen. Boogie,
Yes,
we've
sir.
come to the end of another dope ass episode of Late Night with Nate and Adrian. But before we get up out of here, it is time to get to the nothing blunt fact. I know what some of y'all are saying, Nate. What is this? What is this fact that you're about to hit us with? It is sometimes you might be high, or sometimes it might be a gut punch because it is a blunt fact. And I have delayed this long enough. So here goes. Sometimes it is okay to march to the beat of your own drum. But just know this, sometimes you got to play with the band. Sometimes you got to play with the band. Do what you will with that information. I hope it guides you and finds you well throughout the week. Like, subscribe on all your podcast platforms. Shout out to all of the day ones. Boogie, what you got for the peeps?
Remember to smash that bell notification so you can receive all of our content as soon as it drops. We will notify you as soon as it drops. Let you know, hey, we're here. Watch, listen, all that good stuff. As well as thank you so much for everybody that's been listening, commenting, liking, subscribing. We appreciate all the love. Keep them coming. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that this is your favorite podcast.
That's right. Boogie, sir. Well, I'm Nick Galloway.
I'm Adrian Reddick.
And this has been your favorite late night podcast episode. Shoot for the day. See you next week. Another episode of Late Night Radio. Peace out.
Bye, y'all.